Which AI agent blockchain will bring you the biggest gains in 2025? Should you go with Solana, or is Base, Coinbase's layer 2, the place to be? Let's take a look at where both blockchains stand right now and how the AI agent ecosystems are evolving. Over the past weeks, we've talked a lot about AI agents. It is the narrative right now, not only in the crypto space, but also in the broad tech environment. The CEOs of this planet are exploring the power, the possibilities of agents, while crypto is already fully engaged, releasing hundreds of new agents to the world every day. If you are still new to AI agents are essentially smart systems that learn from experience, understand their surroundings, make choices, and take actions to complete tasks. And they come in various forms like accounts on X or applications that use agents to complete a task. Jensen Huang, Nvidia's CEO, predicted a multi-trillion-dollar agentic industry. The use cases and potential of AI agents are basically endless. So this continues to be a very important topic, and you should position yourself accordingly if you want to be successful for the next upcoming phase of the crypto bull run. If we take a look at all the projects that we've talked about over the past couple of weeks, one thing stands out. The majority of agents are all leaving either on the Base ecosystem or are being launched on Solana. Why is that? Which blockchain has the better agents? How will this evolve in future? Let's find out. Let's start off by getting a quick understanding about where both of these ecosystems stand. For that, we are first going to take a look at more general data, starting with monthly active addresses. Solana is around 95.2 million at the moment. Base has an average of 22.4 million active users. Looking at monthly active addresses, Solana clearly dominates in user activity. Solana has 325% more active users than Base. But how does that translate into on-chain interactions? Let's examine the transaction data. Transactions, Solana has 394 million transactions, Base 10.9 million. So Solana processes 3,514% more transactions than Base, a volume that showcases how active its ecosystem is. But transaction numbers alone don't always tell the whole story. So let's dive into total value locked, which highlights the financial weight each chain holds. TVL, total value locked, 8.6 billion for Solana, 3.5 billion for Base. Solana's TVL is 146% higher than Base's. While Solana leads in TVL, Base isn't too far behind considering its relatively newer presence. What's even more impressive is how both ecosystems are attracting fresh capital through strong net flows, which is the total amount of money brought into the blockchain minus the money going out of the blockchain. And here, Base and Solana are leading the charts. Clearly, Solana is the larger ecosystem overall, but size doesn't always mean better when it comes to the AI agent narrative. Let's take a look at how these two blockchains stack up, specifically in the world of AI agents. Total agents, we have 1,262 AI agents in total that are tracked via Cookie.fun. 755 of those are on Solana, 329 on Base. So Solana has more than double the amount of agents than Base. But why are there so many agents on these two blockchains in particular? Apart from being popular blockchains, it has one reason, in my opinion: the convenience of launching tokens or agents on both blockchains. On Solana, you have Pump Fund to create your tokens in just a few clicks. On Base, you have the virtual protocol agent launchpad. Both make it super easy to launch a token. While Pump Fund was and is primarily used to launch meme coins, you can really launch any type of coin, really. Agent-specific launchpads like virtual protocol built on Base still have to emerge and gain some ground on Solana. But AI16Z is launching their own launchpad, and HoloWorld recently announced their own agent launchpad as well. Okay, so Solana is hosting more than double the agents of Base, and it's clearly a hotspot for activity. But how does that translate to quality? A closer look at the top performing agents will tell us a bit more. Here we have the top 30 agents, and if we look closely, we can see that 9 projects are on Base and 19 projects are built on Solana. So Solana dominates in the number of top projects and variety, but Base's smaller pool is holding its own if we look a bit further. Let's see how this competition plays out in terms of mindshare across both ecosystems. For the mindshare and market cap, we are just going to focus on the top 15 projects. Overall, the total mindshare dominance of all agents, 57% Sol versus 38% Base. If we only take the top 15 projects, things look slightly different. Base is at 23.88% and Solana 27.46%. Mindshare reflects how much attention each ecosystem is grabbing, but what about the financial backing? Let's explore how market cap metrics tell a slightly different story. For all agents, the total market cap dominance is 10.5 billion on the Sol side versus 8 billion on Base. Solana's market cap is 31% higher than Base's. If we only look at the top 15, it's even closer. Solana's market cap is only 1.3% higher than Base's. Base at 5.11 billion and Sol with 5.18 billion. So the market cap data paints a competitive picture, especially among the top projects. However, there are nuances in how value is distributed within each ecosystem. So for a moment, let's take a step back and I want to show you one more thing. Here, the top 15 of Solana and the top 15 of Base projects. On Base, you can see that we have one gigantic project with virtuals, and other than that, we have 7 projects above 100 million in market cap. On Solana though, its top project AI16Z is around half the size of virtual, but all of the top 15 projects are above 100 million in market cap. Solana has a lot more agents currently. There are a lot of really cool projects on Solana that are currently valued only a fraction of virtual or AIXBT. And one of the reasons for that is that liquidity is shared between all of these 755 agents. But overall, they are still valued higher than the majority of Base projects, which tells me that 1, there are more good projects on Solana, and 2, there's just generally more traction on Solana if you are a good project. But given there are so many projects, it could also be hard to get eyeballs on your project and investors through the door. Solana has more than doubled the agents compared to Base, which gives it a broader ecosystem. However, Base's market cap is still competitive, even though most of it is concentrated in just 2 agents, virtuals and AIXBT. Even though there are less top projects on Base, you can see that the leading players have shown remarkable growth, while Solana offers more diversity and a higher average project valuation. That means Base has standout successes with strong growth potential. Solana's ecosystem supports a wider range of valuable and useful projects overall. That is also what Hitesh is saying. Let's take a quick detour and look at what other people are saying on X. So Hitesh says that there are more useful agents on Solana with more potential upside and that you can't miss Solana agent exposure. And I also found a similar comment from Ghost, who is basically saying that there are better frameworks and products for developers and consumers. But also there are just generally a lot more projects, and that also means that there's a lot more scam, and it's harder to pick a project that will potentially rally and go to the billions, in my opinion. Ansem is a big fan of both Solana and Base, but says that Solana has the edge on tech, and I found another post that fits right into here as well. And lastly, let's not forget that Solana has a better user experience than Base. That's just how it is. Solana's sheer volume of agents, versatility of projects, and size of the community and blockchain makes it the current leader. But while doing my research, I slowly started to believe that there is still something big coming for Base. But before we get to that, if you're enjoying this deep dive into Solana and Base, make sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll show you the AI agent and crypto rabbit hole. Why do I think something big is coming for Base? Just think about how many users Coinbase has, how many institutional clients they have. Think of the power of this entity. You think of how many users and liquidity there is in the whole Ethereum ecosystem that can be easily transferred over to Base. Then you look at Base's growth and the size compared to Solana. You look at how high a project within Base can rally. You look at Jesse Pollack's posts, the creator of Base, and see what is lined up for this year. You see Base expanding their projects. You see Base expanding their partnerships. Other huge projects building or expanding onto Base. You see virtual pumping because they are investing heavily into their ecosystem with revenue share and buyback and burn programs whatsoever. You see that Coinbase has barely listed any agents so far. You see AIXBT talking about a Base narrative. You see more people talking about a Base narrative. You think about how ETH was not performing at all this bull run, and you think about how demand will change change drastically when staking will be approved for Ethereum ETFs, which I think is highly likely to come in the next couple of weeks. And I think positive developments on the Ethereum mainnet will have a downstream positive effect for all layer 2s, but especially for Base. This could catalyze a shift of liquidity into Base and its AI agent ecosystem. Folks, I think we're on to something big, and I think we should keep a very close eye on Base. I think there are some catalysts and potential growth elements that can blow up during this bull run. This could genuinely become its own narrative. And if it does, you have the potential to hit two birds with one stone: AI agents and Base. Solana will just do fantastic, I'm sure of it. It's already the most active blockchain. Their tech is top-notch. They have the usage, they have the user experience. You'll be fine if you just stick to Solana. Just purely from an opportunity perspective, I'm starting to feel that there is still something to come for Base. Virtual and AIXBT are just the start of it. And if we look at Toshi that was listed this week, we can see already the effect of a Coinbase listing, for example. I agree that there are less useful agents on Base, at least right now, but I think there are still a lot of very promising projects launching, like Wayfinder, which is kind of like a toolbox of agents that helps you navigate the blockchain, or CreatorBid, which is an agent launchpad, or CV3, which is a recruitment agent. So a lot of good stuff. Combined with the fact that you have the bigger chance to find legitimate projects on Base, I think this is what I would focus on. To wrap up, diversify. Exposure to both ecosystems ensures your position to capitalize on the broader AI agent narrative. Secondly, keep in mind there are some big indicators that big things are yet to come for Base, so I'd keep an eye open for good projects launching on Base. Try to find high potential agents that are either still small or yet to launch. So overall, I think everyone should be exposed to both Base and Solana agents. But in the end, it really doesn't matter as long as you're exposed to the whole AI agent narrative, have picked good projects, and have done your research. Look, it might say Base versus Solana in the title, but in the end, it's Base and Solana. Don't be one of those it's us versus them kind of people. Both ecosystems are fantastic, and we want to make sure that both ecosystems thrive. And in the end, the real big projects will anyway build for both ecosystems. Okay, folks, if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell down below. I'll be covering a lot more on the AI agent side, so stay tuned. For today, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.